So in Jailbreak here, there are a lot of vehicles, and it's very, very difficult to find the best vehicles to buy with your cash. So I own all the vehicles in the game, so I don't have to worry about this. But for most players, they don't own all of the vehicles. So that's why I'm making this video, so that you don't have to go through and find all the good and bad vehicles for yourself. So once you watch to the end of this video, you will know all of the good vehicles in Jailbreak that are worth your money and your work and are not like a total waste of money. Let's not waste any more time and let's jump straight into this. Before I actually start the video though, I do want to mention that I will be cutting up this video into little portions where I point out vehicles for like your area of cash that you are in. So if you have like $1 million and above, you buy these vehicles. If you have under $500,000, you buy these vehicles, etc., etc. I won't be going under $100,000 though, because then this video will just be too long for you guys to watch. So we will just be going over the vehicles above $100,000. But yeah, let's not waste any more time and let's get started. So first up, we got the $1 million vehicles. Which ones should you buy? Well, I recommend that you first buy the Army Heli just because it's good for grinding, but obviously the missiles got nerfed recently, so that kind of retracts from the Army Helicopter's value, but I still recommend getting that vehicle first. Then I would recommend getting the drone because it's a good upgrade from the Army Helicopter, because the Army Helicopter gets you a lot of cash quickly, and then this one will get you even more quickly. And then you get the Volt Bike over here. Why is this vehicle worth my cash? Well, obviously it is bad at off-roading. It cannot flip, therefore it is bad at off-roading, like as you guys can see. It's very bad at going up these little things here, but I've also realized that if you go straight enough on a road and you don't mess up, you can go from 0 to 200 miles per hour in just a matter of seconds. So that makes this a very overpowered vehicle for escaping cops and just a very good vehicle in general. But if you are looking for the off-road capability and stuff, I definitely recommend going for the other vehicles instead of this one. So if you don't want to get the Volt Bike, get the Trailblazer instead. So if you're here at this point, get the Volt Bike or the Trailblazer. They are both good vehicles here. So if you're going for off-road stuff and speed, get the Trailblazer. If you're just going for speed, then get the Volt Bike. But yeah, that's the $1 million vehicles. Now let's go on to the vehicles under 500 grand. Actually, I'll be including a few vehicles just a bit over 500 grand. So like maybe the Roadster and stuff, that will be featured too. It's only 100 grand extra, so not much, but yeah, I will be including those too. But first up, if you have 500 grand or 600 grand, whatever you want to call it, you should first get the Roadster because it accelerates like a beast. Look at this. If I get the level 5 engine, it can accelerate to 208 miles per hour in just a few seconds. Look at this. If I'm just driving along here, look at the speed there. Right to 208 miles per hour extremely quickly. So it's extremely overpowered. This vehicle costs only 600 grand. So if you have that amount of cash, definitely get this car. It is extremely overpowered for catching criminals and escaping from cops easily. But if you have exactly 500 grand, you should definitely buy the Bugatti Chiron here. You might be wondering, well, I heard that this was extremely slow back in March 2020. Well, this was actually buffed since then. So if you've just been relying off the info from March 2020, well, it's been changed since then, and this vehicle is incredible now. It accelerates like crazy, and it goes up to maybe 300 miles per hour. I haven't tested it properly yet, but I do know that it does have a crazy top speed. I'm not sure if it's the fastest car, just because there isn't enough straight roads in Jailbreak to test that. But yeah, you also might be wondering, why isn't the Concept ahead of this? Well, that's because the Concept, it sure has a good top speed, but the Chiron, it also has a good top speed, and the acceleration is the thing that will make the Chiron beat the Concept here, because the Concept, it doesn't have good acceleration, so it's extremely hard to get to its top speed. But the Chiron here, it also has good acceleration, allowing it to get to its top speed extremely easily, which is around 300 miles per hour. But since the Concept doesn't have good acceleration, that makes it hard to reach the top speed, so that boosts the Chiron ahead of it. But the Chiron also has good looks, and it's just generally a good car, and the Concept, I mean, it's very expensive too, so I mean, just the Chiron beats it. Now, the final vehicles that you should get, they cost around $100,000, and they are the Lamborghini and the Surus here. Why should I get these two vehicles? Well, first up, the Lamborghini, it's nice and fast, only $100,000, it spawns at the bank, and the criminal volcano base, whatever you want to call it, secret volcano base. I'm just going to call it the volcano criminal base. And it's a two-seater, and it is really, really fast for its price. I believe it caps out at maybe 150 miles per hour, somewhere around that point. And it's very, very good for its price. And the Surus is basically the Lamborghini, a bit slower, I believe, but it does make up for the speed with an extra 2 seats, so you can seat 4 people in the Surus here. I believe it costs $109,000. So if you have around $100,000, definitely get either of these vehicles, Lamborghini or the Surus. They are the best $100,000 vehicles for you at the moment. I forgot there's actually the Cybertruck too, which has 6 seats and goes about the same speed as the Lamborghinis. So before you get the Lamborghinis, actually, get the Cybertruck because it seats 6 and it goes about the speed of the Lamborghinis. So before you get the Lamborghinis, get the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck seats 6 players and has the exact same performance as the Lamborghinis. So, I mean, it's basically the exact same thing, just with 2 extra seats. So yeah, definitely get this thing if you don't want to get the Surus, because this is actually exactly $100,000 and it's cheaper than the Surus. So it's basically a cheaper Surus with 2 extra seats in it. So definitely get the Cybertruck before you get the Surus or the Lamborghini, because this thing, it is very good. It spawns right over here by the gun shop if you want to get it. It's very, very good. So if you have $100,000, definitely get this first and then get the Lamborghinis. Now, what are the best vehicles out of all of these? Well, it's the Chiron and the Army helicopter. Why are these the best vehicles? Well, obviously I explained why the Chiron is good. It has good acceleration and it beats the Concept because of the good acceleration. And the Army heli here, it's a great grinding vehicle, so it allows you to get a lot of cash really quickly, helping you get all the other vehicles in the game. So that's why these vehicles are good. Like the Chiron, very fast, very good at off-roading actually for a race car. And Army helicopters, it has missiles, seats a lot of players. It looks pretty nice. If you're a fan of the 2018 like vehicle models, this vehicle is for you, because it has like that little like chunky 2018 vehicle vibe with it. So if you like the old vehicle styles in Jailbreak, this is for you. But yeah, it's very good for grinding. The Chiron, very fast, very good, just overall. So if you have the cash for both of these vehicles, definitely get it, because they're just the best vehicles. There's nothing in the game that can beat these two vehicles. They're very good, they're affordable, and they're just very good overall. But yeah, that's about it for this video. If you've enjoyed it or you found it helpful in any sort of way, please consider leaving a like and a subscribe, because it really helps me and the channel a lot. We're trying to get to 1.4 thousand subs, and every sub will help us get there. But yeah, hope Hopefully you've all enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys all in the next video.
Stop the time, 'cause I want